Welcome! In this video, I'm going to show you how to create, revise, and approve controlled documents. You can create a controlled document to communicate any type of policy or important information that needs to be tracked. PACE will record the names of employees and the date and time when they acknowledge the controlled document. Some examples of common controlled documents are general workplace policies, human resource information, and standard operating procedures, SOPs for short. You can start by creating the categories of controlled documents specific to your company. We'll look at how to do that now. You select Controlled Documents and then Categories. Now you can see the categories here that have already been created. We don't have a category for training, and so let's create one now. We're going to click in the plus sign, just type in the category, and save. Easy as that. Now we have training available as a category. To create a new controlled document, come up here to Controlled Documents and select Show All. You see here the list of existing controlled documents. To create a new one, use the plus sign at the top left of your screen. Here you have the option just to start with a blank document, and the automatically import previous attachments only applies if you're revising a document. So hit Next, and you make a title for your controlled document. We'll call it Training Procedures for Scanning. There we go. And then the enforcement type, either warning or block. So warning means that it will pop up in the system telling someone that they have this controlled document to acknowledge, but it won't force them to acknowledge it before they start a task. If we choose block, it will actually stop them from doing anything else until they go ahead and acknowledge this document. So we're going to make this a warning, and we're going to select our approver here. And then the category is training that we just created. And then we hit Next, and we have the editor to create our document. If you want to format, you have a couple of options here to pull up the formatting, font, and paragraph. Just right-click, pull those up, and then also an option to insert a hyperlink into the document if you'd like. So we're just going to make a scanning procedure for training, and then we're going to hit Next. Now we have the control information screen. We use these fields for auditing purposes, but you can use them however you'd like. Usually when we're creating a document, we just use something like initial document to show that it was just created, and so we don't really have any changes to talk about. And risk assessment would be low. Hit Next. Now we have the different groups that we have set up for access in our system, and we can choose at this point what groups we want to be able to see the standard operating procedure that we just created. You don't have to pick a group here. You will be allowed to move forward without it, and you can just do it as a second step later on. But for now, we're going to say, so paper operations, that's the group that includes our scanners and also the people that would be training other scanners. So we're going to check that off now so that they automatically have access to that document and it will pop up for them to review. So Next, then we can review the information we entered here. If it all looks good, we hit Finish. And now we're back at our main screen, and we can see the document that we just created is available here, and it is waiting for approval. Let's say we would like to revise some of our existing control documents. Well, first of all, you can see all of the revisions of a control document by clicking on the arrow here, and it will list the different revisions that are available. Take a peek at this one. This is the initial one that was created for paid time off. But we're actually adjusting our paid time off. So we're going to hit Add and make a revision. So we can start with a blank document, or we can start with the previous revision. So we're going to start with the previous revision. And then there weren't any previous attachments to import. So we'll just uncheck that. Okay, and then we can review our information here. So we're still going to call it paid time off. Warning will be fine for the enforcement type. We've got the approver in there, and we have that under general category. That all looks fine. And now we just open the window to type our revisions. There. So we have typed our revisions, and then same as when creating, you can right-click, pick either font or pick paragraph, and those will give you lots of options for formatting. If you choose hyperlink, it will give you the option to add a hyperlink into the document. Hit next. And then here again is our control information to update. Now, since we have actually revised a document, how we use it is to actually enter. So for the summary, we updated sick time benefit to 40 hours annually. And the justification for the change was that we wanted to make our policy more in line with industry standards. So that's what we will say. And our risk assessment is low. Go ahead and hit next. And now here are the groups that have access to this, and we have all employees having access to this. So that is good. All of the employees will now get the updated version to acknowledge. Hit next, confirm this information, and hit finish. So now we have a revised document waiting for approval. Now, if you have control documents to approve, you will see a number next to where it says control documents in your menu. We'll go under awaiting approval. And we can see here under my approvals, we have 2 different things to approve. It will also show you if there's things waiting for other people to approve. So for training procedures for SCAN, that was the first document that we created. You just double click on it and you'll get the pop-up box to either approve or deny. You click on it and you can see the control information and what was entered for the document. And we're going to go ahead and approve that. So now it says approved. You can hit OK. And that disappears from your list. Now we'll go in and take a look at the paid time off. And we're going to go ahead and approve that. If you were denying, you just hit deny. Okay. And you see those have disappeared from our list. And now those will be available for our employees to acknowledge.